Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the Masters in Creation podcast. I'm Michael Harrell, the Master in Creation, and we are here with episode 91. I bring with me a great guest. He is usually the host of the Masters in Creation podcast, my dear friend, my brother, the media director for Masters in Creation Media Company. Ladies and gentlemen, Tobi King.
Thank you. Oh my God, that was an incredibly nice intro, brother.
Yeah.
I might have to change my bio.
That fucking sucks.
Let's get to it.
Getting fired next week.
Yeah. Let's just get to it. Yeah, this is the whole ceremony. He's fucking out. Oh man.
You know, Tobi, let's start off with a little bit of a bang, okay? Because I'm gonna give you the honors. Because I think you've earned it. Now, having hosted, all these episodes of the podcast and, helping to get it to this point, you can let them know where episode 100 is going to be filmed.
Thank you very much, man. And I'm very excited to do so. So, we may have bumped into people already who have gotten the news, but episode 100 will be happening in Tokyo, motherfucking Japan, ladies and gentlemen. And it's, even beyond the pod, man, obviously, Mike and I are just, huge fans of anime and just Japanese culture and, just even traveling in general. So going to Japan, while episode 100 is a huge milestone that will be filmed there, it'll be a very spiritual journey for us. It'll be a very, just like that trip is just going to be, incredible, and like you also doing some stuff with like, I don't want to, ruin that surprise, but you're doing some work over there as well outside of the pod as well, so it's
other things planned,
so it's going to be a super dope time. And thank you so much for just even top to bottom setting that up, the research, just like the logistics of everything, man. Thank you so much for, even doing that. And I'm fucking excited, man. That's just gonna be a different arc of life. I mean, just like that trip, but then post that trip, like that's gonna be dumb. So yeah, man, I'm excited for September, man. Yeah, and so it's also happening, in September, so that's coming up. So yeah, man, I'm ecstatic about that, bro.
Yeah, a lot, building up, before it, and that's just gonna be perfect thing for perfect timing. We're gonna be spending a decent amount of time out there too. Like we said, we're gonna be able to get a lot done while we're out there.
For sure.
But, having episode 100 out in, a place, like you said, that's just, like, so spiritual for us. And something that is just, we knew that we had to go do eventually, sooner than later.
Fact.
And, we're right now just in the stage of life where we're able to pull that trigger.
Hell yeah.
That we get that shit done. That's going to be extremely, extremely exciting. I just realized I may have missed an event yesterday. We'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the date right now. I'm like...
Yeah.
I had something for July 1st.
Yeah.
Yeah. As life goes. As life goes.
Facts.
But yeah, bro, like, where do we start here? Man?
Yeah.
91 episodes. What? I think the last time you were on, maybe like 9 to 12 months ago, you were on, as a guest.
Yeah.
And, a lot has changed, since then. What's this been like, even just this past, few weeks? And, specifically, like, dive into that Byron Nash episode, because I know that was, a huge,
absolutely
huge, moment for you on the spot.
Definitely. Just like, even that's crazy that, yeah, like I think I was on the one like before Kenny, I think my episode was like maybe like before his drop, like maybe like an episode
something like that. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, that's nuts. But I mean, since then, just like besides where I live changed, I don't know, like I feel like I'm in just a better place mentally. I feel like I've definitely like, done a lot of growing since then. Just like as far as, I don't know, just like my approach to certain things, like my mindset on certain things has like definitely changed since then, which like I liked. And as far as like the Byron episode, man, and it's just funny just because with all the guests, like every time almost damn near feels like the first time, you know what I mean? Like with, some of these guests. So like I love that feeling of like every conversation is fresh. Like, we don't know like it's definitely not gonna be like the same as the prior episode, but with Byron specifically, man, he just even after our conversation, he's just someone I hold in just like a very, very high esteem and just like have like the utmost respect for. And even prior to that episode, like just even like watching him perform, it you don't really get that feeling with like too many people like when you watch a performer. It's like they just kind of just suspend, like it's just like they're larger than life. You know what I mean? It's just like damn, like I don't even think you could be anything else except just be a fucking rock star, bro. And just from watching him perform, like I had already had that respect for him like as a performer. So getting to sit down and talk with him was incredible. He's had several eras of life where he was pretty much him. You know what I mean? You were just him, and what he's learned from each of those eras, and like and just like the lessons and like the mistakes he may have made, and just like things that may not have worked out for him, but he flipped it, and he persevered, and like he just turned into this situation, or he got into this situation and expanded it just from like the low into like like they may have given him, and pretty much his life is just like that's like the nucleus of like pretty much what he's done with his life. And it's incredible to hear someone's story like that. It inspires you, puts the battery in your back, and it lets you know that like it's possible. Like just keep fucking going. It's the story of.
And for anybody who doesn't know who we're talking about, Byron Nash was our last guest.
Yeah,
had on the podcast. So make sure you check out episode 90.
Yep.
To get some context on that. A legendary musical figure here in the city, but now at the age of 50 is now transitioning into arguably the wildest portion of his career in life. And I know you say, in the part where, whenever you see him perform, and I would like to think I have that effect too.
Yeah, no, Fred, absolutely.
Not to say, you hate to say it.
Sure, yeah.
But, it's, when you see people like us, get on the stage and, like you said, larger than life, you're like, I can't see him being anything but that, yet he's so much more than that.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely.
So it will lead into, I was saying, because I had a little, when I was having my little Superman spat with a little shorty. And,
right.
I'm like, and it's funny because I'm like, yeah, this is definitely projecting. Like, she's hilarious. Like, she definitely called me out and it's funny as fuck.
Yeah.
But I'm like, what I love about Superman is he just puts on glasses and a suit, and all of a sudden he's Clark Kent.
Yeah, right.
All of a sudden he's this low-level employee.
Yeah, you don't take him serious.
You don't take it serious.
Walk all over him.
Walk along. Yeah, but he's the strongest and bravest man on the planet. You just don't know whenever you see him like that, So what did you even learn with, being able to make that connection with seeing someone like Byron, who he goes on stage, has a guitar in his hand, immediate, you're like, that's a rock star.
Mm-hmm.
And it's true. When you look at him, the motherfucker's a rock star.
Absolutely.
But to know that he does all these other things and he's comfortable with that aspect of his life.
Man, yeah, that's a great question. And it hones in on the fact that, yeah, like they're all him. Like it's all tied to like the nucleus. Like as much as he is a rock star, he is very much the event coordinator for the pop district as well. And he does it at a very high level. At the same level, arguably, like as well, like as he, fucking plays guitar. So like you can love 50 different things. And like if you're putting genuine effort into, let's just even say like, 5 of those things, you know what I mean? Like you can do those things at a very, and like they can both coexist, you know what I mean? So like that's probably like the biggest thing I learned. Like, and just even with like that Superman analogy, like, yeah, like, I don't think Superman is like playing Clark Kent. Like, obviously he's like, dumbing down his power, so like he's not fucking breaking a cup of coffee like when he's going for coffee and shit. But like, I feel like when he's Kent, that's his most natural state. That's where he wants to sit at. He just wants to chill, write stories with Lois, but but he has this power. And when Doomsday drops from the sky, like it's only one person that can take care of that. Oh wait, it's me. I'm also the guy that can take care of this as well. So it's all the gumbo of like who you are, man. Like like all the ingredients, man. Like they make you who you are, and like you just gotta connect it to that core. Like, and as long as it's like connected to that core, it's like, oh, this is why I'm doing this. Because I believe in this. Because I wanted to get to this level, and at this level, I wanted to get to that level. If it's you and it's from a genuine place and that is you, absolutely multiple parts of you can coexist at a high level, and you can just forge your life that way, man. So I think that's like a huge part of like what that even really showed me.
Yeah, and for me personally, it's perfect timing because I like been going to the therapist, and
Facts.
her core kind of like idea and what she wants to bring to all of her patients is this idea that we are these different things, and there's these different parts of us, and then that core self.
Yeah.
And that we need to connect those pieces to us.
That's where I got it from. Absolutely. Yeah. That's from that conversation.
Yeah. And, sitting in with that, podcast with him and watching it, and then having a 2-hour conversation with him afterwards.
Yeah.
Spending time with him down at the Pop District and at the Andy Warhol Museum, and speaking with him, it helps me out a lot too, as someone who has these very distinct, different, large pieces of themselves, and just finding out how to connect it to self, and a lot of that I'm going to be bringing and altering my music. I go back and forth of just what's next for me musically, because I still love rap so much, and I just haven't heard too much rap that has inspired me to do rap recently.
Fair. That's very fair. There really hasn't been much material to even do that for you. So,
and I've been grabbing. I'm gonna be grabbing my piano on the 4th.
Okay.
And be going down to mom's house.
Sure.
On the 4th, grab my piano, and start beginning my stages with that, because I truly do think I need to evolve into production and potentially, like I said, start a band. And I have to sit with that. Maybe that means that I'm not making music for a year, 2 years, and that I'm just now honing in on this new craft.
Is it something like you kind of just sat with?
Have to sit with, it's, again, I had this even just revelation last night. May have had help with some THC. May have helped a little bit. May have helped.
Ushered the journey along.
Right. Push it along a little bit. But I'm now in a new stage, and I'm lost because I'm in this new stage. I'm in this uncharted, and that's a good thing.
Absolutely.
Because that's where it was at every stage. Because now I've achieved, again, for years, I wanted that million streams. So I knew that fucking meant something.
Facts.
And I fought for it. And then now that I got it, and the reason why I'm not happy is because it's just I know that I'm now lost in this next stage, because I'm ready for this next stage.
Yeah, right.
And I've now entered this next stage.
Yeah,
this next stage, I'm on part 1 of this next stage.
Yeah.
And this next stage is about to be crazy. And this is now I'm getting into my corporate stage. Now I'm,
I even wanted to say, just if you kind of want to get into the tour that Byron gave us of the Pop District, so for anyone who doesn't know, again, go watch episode 90. Byron, breaks down everything about what the Pop District is. But for those who may not know, it's an initiative funded by the Warhol, and they pretty much they want to turn that immediate block right next to the Warhol, just with art, exhibits, venues, different things. But the Pop District is also a creative co-working space as well, and they have an academy and a studio, it's a whole bunch of different things, and they rent out rooms for businesses as well, want to use that space. It's an incredible just infrastructure and plan they have, and Byron is pretty much spearheading this. And just even with going through the tour and the building, and just seeing just certain rooms that you didn't even think existed, what did that kind of do for you? And just kind of let you know all right, did that kind of solidify oh, okay, this is a new, these are definitely uncharted waters in a good way. I haven't.
Yeah, and last night fully brought all that shit home for me, because it reminds me of that feeling whenever I was 18 years old and I was a manager for a rapper here, R&B artist, hip hop collective.
Facts.
And I walked into a basement for the first time and realized that you can record high level music in a studio built in a basement. with some niggas that are high, smoking, chilling, doing, like, and it be
8
fire.
Glocks on their lap, like,
and they're professionals and they know what the hell they're doing.
Yeah, right.
Technically,
Sure.
So in that moment, I was curious and lost because now I'm in the beginning of that stage of creating music.
Curious and lost.
And I'm sitting there and I'm trying to learn. I don't know what I'm looking at.
Yeah.
I truly don't know what I'm looking at, but I know what I'm looking at is something real. It's something that I want to be a part of. And then, build up. So 18, 19, 20, 21. Now I'm graduating college.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm in a new Lost. Now I'm a full-blown rapper.
Facts.
What the hell does that look like? Now I'm no longer a student who, makes music and is like rapping. Now I'm a rapper.
Mm-hmm.
What the hell does that look like? And I want to be a rapper that has done something significant and has accolades while still creating true, genuine, good music.
Yeah.
I'm lost, but I'm curious.
Yeah.
21, 22, 23, 24. Finally hit my milestone. Finally, I get to, I'm now probably at that point like 750,000 streams, and collectively I'm at 1 million, at that point, but not one song have it, on one platform. One song on one platform. That's all I want. I want you to be able, especially Spotify because it's public.
Sure.
So everybody can see. You could all say there's no dispute and there's no debate, and you can see that one fucking song has 1 million streams,
Correct.
Just hit 1.3 the other day.
Yeah. Slight.
I hit 1.3 faster than a lot of you hit 0.3. But yeah, slight.
It's a bit of shake. It's a bit of shake.
Slight.
It's a bit of slight.
I'm just saying. Slight. So finally, hit this, next, milestone.
Mm-hmm.
So, 24, 25, 26, 27. I'm about to hit this 27. I'm closing out on this final stage. I feel the doors closing. We're about to get to episode 100.
Yeah.
Everything it just happens.
Yeah, right.
About to finally get to Japan.
Yeah.
Close on episode 100 at 1.3 one song. And then now I'm seeing the early stage of that next horizon opening up, and I'm now again lost and curious, with much better footing now.
Yeah, absolutely.
And in a much better space than I ever was going into a new stage. So it's a different kind of loss now. So while I was in that pop district, I see where Michael fits. I see where the Masters in Creation fits.
Yeah.
I see where Masters in Creation Media fits.
Absolutely.
And it's just, how do we get in that door?
Yeah.
Now it's just, how do we get in that door?
Absolutely.
I'm going to get in that fucking door.
Yeah.
Like, believe it. I'm going to get in that door. Next mission. And you already know what my final goal, and still not public about it yet.
Mm-hmm.
I have a final mission.
A mission, absolutely.
That I have here in Pittsburgh.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be culminating around like the age of 40.
Mm-hmm.
So I still got 13 years before I hit what I'm actually, what I'm doing all this for. There's a reason why I'm doing everything that you've ever seen. And it's for that moment and that mission.
Sure.
But this stage of this is going to be the planting seeds of that. This is going to be the beginning, baby.
Absolutely.
Glimpse of just what that's going to look like.
For sure.
And Byron told us about an opportunity that is probably going to be coming up soon that I'm going to hop right the fuck on.
Yeah.
That's definitely going to break down a door. It's not going to open a door. It's going to break down a door.
Yeah.
And again, lost, curious, but excited this time. And with no animosity on me, no needing to prove. I still need to prove. Like there's certain things. There's certain things. There's certain things, and you've seen it. It's just and while we're here, let people know. I'll let you speak for me.
Sure.
About the amount of weirdness that gets thrown my way, and the lack of respect that gets thrown my way.
Talk about it, man, and it's just
crazy if I say it. It's crazy if it comes out.
I know, and it's like I've seen it firsthand. It's just like a lot of cases of people like you'll come to a space, come to like a venue or whatever, and like it's just like a lot of cases like people just kind of self-reflecting and realizing, oh, like I'm saying I'm doing A, B, and C, someone who's walking in here who's saying they do A, B, and C and can actually show you the journey, how they got there, the results, is a third. But I'm just claiming pretty much being king of the sandbox. Like I'm king of this with nothing to show. And then like, you come with authenticity, and then like they just shriveled up, get weird, like, oh, okay, like, like, well, give you an opportunity here, like, oh, okay, like, we'll keep you in mind, or, oh, okay, like, it's just, like, immediate, like, insecurity, for lack of a better word, and, like, maybe that's not the exact word for it, but, I mean, generally, like, I feel like that's where a lot of those actions stem from, you know what I mean, because why, like, if you are confident within yourself and you know that, like, all right, I'm at a certain level, but you come in just like, again, just showing, just even just from like a number standpoint, even if you just want to, like, you know, do it that way, but even past that, bro, it's because you care and have a goal and a mission that, like, it's just such, it's like a very palpable thing. Like, you can see, like, okay, like, this nigga's like about his shit. You know what I mean? It's just like, if you have what you said, like, you have going on, then, like, you want people like that around you. And it's just like, I've seen people shut it away, push it away, like, so they're like, you know, like, they don't need it, they got their own. And it's not even to downplay what anyone else has going on at all.
And call me out if it's needed.
No,
we're gonna go step aside. Call me out if it's needed.
Yeah.
Like, be like, hey, Mike, I gotta check Mike right now.
Yeah.
Camera, right?
Yeah.
I check Mike. Right? You're my brother. You would.
No, right.
Am I not someone who always gives other people opportunity?
No, absolutely.
Am I not somebody who roots for the entirety of Pittsburgh and everyone?
Bro, that's the thing. Like, again, like, people try to throw, or like, I've seen people try to throw, like, oh, he's cocky, he's arrogant, he shouldn't say that. Like, it's just too. And I know it's like, dog, like,
you've seen it verbally.
Like, no, facts. Like, some of the first words that come out of your mouth when you meet people is not even about you, bro. It's not even about, like, what you do, or, like, you know, how far you've come. Like, it's always like, yo, like, what do you do? And it's just like, if they're doing, like, if it's dope, and then at a high level, you're just immediately interested. Just like, I'm immediately interested. I'm just like, oh, like, yeah, like, please keep talking. Like, you know, like, but it's just like, whenever you're around such authentic shit, the fake shit, or the shit that's not that, is so glaring.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like, you just peep it immediately. It's just like, okay, like, you say this, but I'm looking through, I'm holding up to the light. This kind of look like Monopoly money. This kind of look like a fake bill. Like, I don't know.
I'm almost, and it's, well, I'll start with this. No, actually, I'll go back to this.
Yeah.
Funny as fuck. But I am nothing but, I'm damn near overpraising the people. In a good way.
Yeah.
You know, I want you to really be your full self.
Facts.
Because we as a collective need it. We need
absolutely
this. The world needs this. The world needs everybody to be themselves at a high level and exude greatness. You know, so whenever I see people like Byron, like Cam, like Sierra, you know, just to name a few.
Yeah,
you know, just to name a few, doing these things at, you know, a great high level, you know, it's keep doing your thing, baby girl. Go ahead.
Yeah, right.
Keep being beautiful, sexy, saying to these niggas.
Yeah, right.
Go ahead.
Right.
Go ahead. Cam, let's go. Hey, more light skin.
Yeah,
let's go. Make your lips more.
Yeah, right.
Let's go.
Prune away.
You
like,
shred that fucking guitar.
Absolutely. Melt faces.
With Shaquaya May fucking singing her goddamn heart out in front.
Can you catch the Holy Ghost?
Let's go.
Absolutely.
You know, and it's like, it's crazy that I receive this weird vibe from people, and it's just like, I'm trying to do nothing but help this damn city at every level. Again, right now, I'm starting at the hip-hop black community level right now. Again, I have an ultimate goal. At the end of the day, it's to help Pittsburgh. Right now, I'm trying to help this community.
Sure.
And I truly do have answers to be able to help this community. And a lot of these weird niggas need to get the fuck out.
And, bro,
they need to be silenced.
Even to that point, bro, it's always the niggas that have, like, they can't even help. Like, it's always the inauthentic niggas that are just in the way. It's just like, nigga, like, get out the fucking way. Like, you're not, like, whatever you think you're gatekeeping, you can't even stand in front of the gate.
Exactly.
Like, move.
Exactly.
Like you're not even qualified to gatekeep.
No.
So what do you, like, it's a whole bunch of nothing behind you. Like, you standing in front of a tree trying to gatekeep a tree. Like, my nigga, like, you don't even, like, you can't even qualify to gatekeep.
Yeah.
So what do you...
Then like, I don't understand it, and, you know, I'm still trying to break down these barriers. Like, I'm sure, like, I'm telling you, like, there's very bad actors right now here.
Yeah, word.
In the industry.
And bro, again, like, that's just even see, like, the stuff I've seen, like, and, like, I've only seen a handful of moments.
And I'll be real. I don't know if I don't know if I've ever said that. And I'm gonna be real. Yeah. I don't give a shit. I own this shit. So we have, you know, guests on this podcast, and I have these guests on so that they can talk about their journey and their life and what they've been able to accomplish, and so that and afterwards to have conversations with them and see what we could do as a collective to move this city forward. And I'm telling you, when some of these cameras turn off, a lot of what they said on this mic in front of that camera is a bunch of bullshit. And I'm not going to say names right now. I'm not going to call anybody out. Do you, baby girl. Like, do you, homie. Keep on going. But it's, I know behind the scenes who these people are. I know who these actors are. I know who's bullshit and who's claiming that they're giving people opportunity. I'm not seeing shit of that. Not a single fucking thing. Or claiming that you're on the top of this. If you're on the top of that, that means that you're able, people don't realize, if you're claiming that you're on the top of this, and there's one or two things. If you're not helping other people,
then why not?
Yeah. And then you're a piece of shit.
Yeah, right.
Or you're not really on top, so you're not able to help these other people. So it's one of those two.
And what's crazy, like, it's fine if you are not on top, bro. Like, it's just, you don't gotta offer unsolicited lies. Like, it is okay, bro. Like, it's okay to, like, maybe you think you're at a certain level and, like, something happens where, like, you realize you don't. And it's just like, okay. Humbling, yes, absolutely. Is it a bitter pill to swallow? Yes. I'm not saying, and, like, you got to sit with some uncomfortable emotions maybe, but once you get past that, it's like, all right, well, I can grow. All right, well, like, at least I have a knowledge base to know, like, where I need to get to now if I want to claim certain things, or shit, you know what? Maybe I'm not meant to do that. Let's pivot. Yeah. Let's, do something else. Let's, or how can I better myself to even just, help what's going on? Like, help what's, it's like, it is okay. But like you said, man, to claim certain shit and then it just be like, all right, boom, cameras turn off. And it's just like, oh, like, none of that, like, none of what you, like, that's kind of, like, odd. Like, what's even, like, the thought process to you, like, even.
Oh, that happened in 2017?
Yeah.
Oh, because that's so weird. You made it sound like that happened last week.
Yeah.
You made it sound like you're still doing this.
You feel me? Like, so, and, and, like, just to, like, even what I was saying, like, again, just the shit that you've experienced just solo. Like, like, with these moments. Again, I've only seen a handful of moments, you know what I mean? Like, the shit I've seen, you know what I mean? But it's only been a handful, like, I'm not there for every single. So, like, when you're walking in some of these meetings, some of these, shit's just by yourself. I think it's just being weird. Like, I don't know how you, like, what's the, like, I don't know what you do. Like,
I don't know what the fuck I do. Because, again, I'm a genuinely good person.
Yeah, right.
I'm definitely an anti-hero in aspects where it's like, I'm willing to go to war, kill, battle, let's go. Mm-hmm. Let's go. If it's there, let's go. I'll match.
Yeah, right.
But I never come in with that.
Absolutely.
I'm always coming in with kindness,
sure.
with graciousness,
sure.
With the ability to give praise to other people. That's how I enter rooms all the time.
Sure.
Or I'm just off in my own little world.
Yeah, right.
But I'm never causing anyone or making side comments or making anybody feel lower,
Yeah, absolutely.
So it's just crazy whenever I'll just be
chilling.
Just chilling. And just the most just offhand comments. And it's just like
you would be within your grounds to slap somebody. Like, no, for real though. Like,
the craziest ones, and I've gone in a few times in my life by extremely insecure people. And you've been there for a few, where it's just like, wow, like, you're real confident, like, you're super, like, you might be overconfident, all this confidence. I'm like, I'm not claiming anything that I'm not, like, haven't done or not doing or not. And if I say I'm trying to achieve something, I'm saying I'm trying to achieve it.
Yeah, literally.
I'm not saying, like, I've already done it. I'm talking.
You shouldn't belt about, I've done it already. Like, it's,
exactly, and then don't feel, and then, because you feel real uncomfortable whenever I talk about the things I've achieved. And then they realize that they haven't achieved shit. Like, truly haven't achieved shit. Like, I got not just stories in my life that I could tell where it's like, oh, shit. Like, I wish I would have been able to live that, or had that same feeling in my life.
Sure, right.
I also have numbers that back shit up. I was got a podcast with 100 fucking episodes. Like, right. I'm even saying to you, there's not many in Pittsburgh that have gotten to that number. Period. There's not a lot of podcasts that got episode 20.
Yeah.
Let alone episode 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100.
Yeah, I know.
We're about to be doing this in Tokyo, Japan.
Crazy.
I'm sorry. That's just what our life is. I don't know what. I'm not flexing on you or doing anything where I'm just telling you.
Facts.
And there's not many people whose genuine passion and goal and resolve in life is to change an entire city.
Yeah.
That's just mine.
Yeah, right.
So if that's not yours, maybe yours just take care of your grandma. And
that's what I'm saying.
And that's cool,
if
bro.
It don't apply, let it fly.
Maybe like, just to learn piano.
Yeah,
even be a pianist or to be a part of a group or be in a band. You just want to learn piano. Okay, cool. I'm not knocking that. That's fine.
Yeah.
And I don't think everyone needs these like extremely large ambitions.
Yeah.
That's just me.
Mm-hmm.
That's just me. Unfortunately, I've always been like that, and I can't get it out of me. It's just
I don't
built in me. But that's just. But it's just me. Like I'm not going because it's just me.
Exactly.
You know. But not everyone's like that, and that's fine. And people be feeling weird and like feeling insecure, and then they like bring it out on me, and I'm like, dude, I'm the last person
I know
to be bringing that energy towards. Truly, you know. And because again, because I'm about War II, so it's like if you want to take it there, it's just like now, like you don't know how much of a threat I really can be. Right. You know, if it has to be like that.
It could get spooky.
And it's so weird. Like, it's so weird. It's so weird. It's also want to reiterate, too, I am pro-gun.
Yeah.
I am.
Let's just make that clear. Just to,
Second Amendment.
Quell any confusion. Like,
I have a weapon on me most times.
Yeah.
Most people say, I'm not sitting flaunting nothing.
Yeah, right.
No, I'm not. Nigga, what you,
yeah.
No, just know I have it on me.
Mm-hmm.
And none of you have ever seen it.
Yeah, right.
So let that sit.
Yeah.
A lot of you been talking crazy. It should have been pulled out a few times. And it stayed in. So it's crazy.
Like a keeper as well. You just keep the peace.
Crazy.
Nah, man, it's nuts. Like I think that's a tale as old as time. Just like even in the industry that we find ourselves in. You know, what I mean, like that's never gonna happen. But again, whenever we bump into the Byron Nashes, the Cams, the Sierras, like. It just makes it all the more jarring when we see just like that inauthentic. That's like people just claiming shit that they have just on like just baseless claims.
Yeah,
and it's just like, okay, that's no, because like I've seen the real, and that's not it. Like but yeah.
Sarah and Cam, we're all three of us. We're still young, so we're still gonna have that sexiness to us. Like we want to have that sexy swagger still.
Yeah, right.
It's hilarious. I love us, and we're all light skins.
Yeah,
hilarious. I think we're all mixed too, right? I think Cam.
I think
mixed. Yeah, we're hilarious.
Yeah.
Like, that's a trio that like needs to get together. You know, and drop some ego. Like that's funny as fuck. Yeah, be funny as fuck. Like it's my call to you, like guys, like. Let's get the light skins together.
Yeah, right. The light skin coalition.
That's a sexy group.
Y'all three and Steph Curry.
Yeah, like that would be. I never even thought about that. Like in that like context, like
that's hilarious.
It'd be a crazy ass like little trio to walk around. Yeah,
just light skin shit, right?
Yeah, it should be kind of crazy. So like,
hilarious.
guys, it's putting out forward. Like let's do it.
Shit.
But yeah, I mean, but Byron's just on a different level just because he's now older and has kids that are our age,
and
crazy. Has been through it all, and it's now on his third band, and this band is even crazier there
for real. Like
exactly, So that is just a different kind of refreshing because it's one of those people that has answers and there's no competition, even though just like to be sexier, to be just flyer, to be better dressed, none of that. It's just. Yeah, no, man, I'm a father.
Yeah.
I'm a father, dude.
Yeah, facts.
Just trying to help.
Yeah,
that's it. While still rocking, and I just love playing guitar.
Yeah,
I just love rocking. I love making music.
Yeah.
So it is super nice, to be around some shit like that. How has your shift of the music industry changed here in Pittsburgh from then until now?
That's a fire question, man. Honestly, it has made me realize, just from it's like from watching you work, it's like watching just from the glimpse so far I've had of the industry, like how hard choosing your profession to be rap or just even an artist really is. Like that is really just staking a claim, and you just got to be willing to. It's just a certain level of like locking in you have to do. I don't even really think that really encapsulates what you really have to sit with and just endure sometimes, and like you choose that as your way of life. And like and I will always commend anyone who has gone through it, is almost like certain rites of passage when like you choose that as, you know, as your way of life. You know what I mean? And like I'll like for anyone who was genuinely sad with that and sad with those moments, no one can take anything away from y'all. Absolutely not. Like no one can take anything away from y'all. And you know, y'all have got to the point y'all have gotten to because maybe people have tried, like maybe moments have tried to take that away from you and they didn't, and you're still here and, you know, you're ready to push forward. That's one thing it's taught me. But then like on the other end of the spectrum, I don't know what a lot of you niggas is doing. I really don't. I don't know what a lot of you niggas is doing. Like, you know, some people claim that they rappers or like that they artists, and it's just like, dog, I don't even know if you don't even know, like, you're not even playing the game. And that's terrifying. That is scary as fuck. It's just like, dog, you are just, it's quicksand right now, bro. You are just sinking, like you're struggling, but that's making you sing more. And it's like, damn, bro, like, it's you know, like what Byron said, like on the podcast. Like I know, like we keep referencing that pod, but like that's an incredible fucking episode, bro. Like he said, like if you think you're operating at 100% and you're not, it's because you may be around some 50 fucking percent people that are clapping for 65, 75%.
It's you can't operate at 100%.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Around.
Yeah. You can't.
People that are operating at 50%.
Absolutely, you know? And I just think that, like, you know, some people haven't even realized that, like, they're operating at fucking 60%. And it's just like, you know, that is damn near step one in fucking entering the game. You have to enter the game and be like, yo, damn, like, if I really want to do this, if I really want to get this to a certain level, you know, like, the people that have succeeded in that path, they're not doing that. Oh, shit, like, this is how they did this. Oh, like, you just have to, you know, peep. And, again, this is a lane where no one can teach you. And, like, that's, like, another hard thing. No one, like, you have no one to go to. You know what I mean? To be like, yo, well, yo, man, like, I came across this. You know what I mean? Like, you know, what do I do? Or, like, yo, like, I'm having trouble with, like, you have to figure it out, you know? And, like, that's what builds you into the artist, the person that, like, you know, is able to push on and forge on and, like, you know, reach those new milestones, man. So that is, like, that's probably the biggest thing I've just observed, man. Like, just how hard it is to really make a career and, you know, live your life as a rapper, as an artist. And then also on the other end, just like kind of realizing that, like, damn, people who are claiming that they do this, they really aren't. And it's kind of spooky because some of them are, like, you know, getting older. You know what I mean? It's just like, you know, age is, you know, just but a number for sure. You know what I mean? But it's just like, if you haven't learned or just like observe certain shit at this point, then like when is that moment gonna happen? And like at that moment when you realize that, like, oh shit, what the fuck was I like?
Then let me ask you this specifically.
Yeah.
Another great question.
Mm-hmm.
From your perspective,
yeah,
and let's stick to Pittsburgh,
sure,
specifically rap.
Okay.
What do you think that you need to be doing and have done to be able to call yourself a rapper here in Pittsburgh?
Make shit. Put shit out. I'm like, and like, I'll say this right now. And if I don't know, like, you know, please let me know, whatever. Like, but I don't think there is anyone as active as you right now. In terms of putting out music, putting out visuals, and like just like staying
streets aside.
Yeah. No.
I know, fuck the street niggas.
Yeah, and I mean, we know how that fucking story ends. I mean, like, how many fucking examples do we have? You know what I mean? Like, if that's what you're choosing, all right, nigga, whatever. But like, that's far from what we're talking about. I'm talking about like the actual craft of making music and, you know, establishing your career as a rapper, as an artist. Make shit. Like, bro, like that is the one thing you just like, you actually just make shit. And like, I understand, like, you know, performing and gigging is like a thing like that is obviously like that builds your fan base up, but like they like, you know, your fan base has to look forward to something. You know what I mean? And it's like, if you're making shit, then like the next time you perform, oh, and you have new shit to perform, oh, and he just uploaded a music video, oh, and he's making another, and it's just like you're always, you know what I mean? So like, I personally don't know. Am I biased? Whatever, sure, whatever, you know what I mean? But like, this is my true perspective on it too. Like, this is like my honest perspective. Like, there's no one as active as you right now. So like, that's really my main thing. If you're gonna, like, you know, claim to be an artist, like claim to be a rapper, whatever, just make shit. Just make sure that like that people can listen to. Yeah. That's, you know, that like, that's literally it. Like, and like, I'm not saying you have to put out an album every other week or like, you know, but just like just make shit. Just like, on your own time, just like, have something to like, and I understand.
For the purpose of release.
Yes.
Because otherwise it's just a hobby.
For the purpose of release, exactly, right. And like, I get it. I've seen it. I understand how creative energy can be, you know what I mean? Like, if, like, especially after you release a project, it's just like, all right, like, there's like, I just fucking just took this and just put it there, and like, it took a lot out of me, and then like to go through that again, it doesn't have to be all that. Just maybe like choose a favorite song on like whatever project like you just put out, and just make a visual to it, and like just like something in tandem with like what you just dropped, like I'm sure will help a lot, and like again, it'll garner more fans, or just like people who were interested in like seeing what you do.
Or just push your artistry, period.
Or just push your artistry, period, as well. Because even in the process of, making, you're going to, I could have worked on that. I didn't like the way maybe if I tried. So just even in the process of just making shit, again, it just comes back to making shit for the purpose of release. Making shit. Like, that is the biggest thing, man. And that, like, I would say, like that's really the only thing. Just create. Make stuff.
And to be honest with you, bro, like, that was such a great answer, because I think that's why I felt so comfortable calling myself a rapper so early.
Absolutely.
Whenever I was making my first ever projects, because ever since I started making music for release purposes, I never stopped.
Mm-hmm.
And just from the beginning, like, it was just
9 years later.
Yeah. Well, again, the first, it's like, however, we're as a manager, you know what I mean?
It's
so,
like here we are, like damn near 10 years later, right?
So I dropped my first project in 2016.
Okay, yeah.
We're now in 2023.
7 years.
Yeah. Oh,
here we are 7 years later, though.
Yeah.
From the moment that you even like, you know what, all right, I'm just gonna start making shit. Ain't fucking look back. Yeah. You know what I mean? And like that's just like, and that's like the way it's supposed to be. Like, let me just make shit, bro. Like, the path will forge itself just with persistence. And it's like, even like with you making stuff, you're like, okay, you know what? It inspired you to even like, certain concepts for an album. Like, you know what? I really wanted to get this off. Shit. If I want to get that off, why not put 2, more songs? Okay, it's a project. Oh, you went out. You know what I mean? Like, it's just shit like, oh, you know what? I want to make people dance. I want to, like, I want shit to, like, like my grandma's listen to. You know what? This song kind of fits that. You're like, let me put 2 other songs. Like, let me see what I can do. It's just like that, and that just all comes with making. It's just creating, making.
For the purpose of release.
Purpose of release.
And to finish it, because that's another thing, and I think behind the scenes, just terminology of just to back what you're saying, just to put it to correct terminology. So again, creating things for the purpose of release, which also means you finishing that thing.
Correct.
So you've noticed and seen a lot of artists, the people who do it the most egregiously, for better or for worse, these are the only ones that are able to get away with it, are producers, where they have,
that's true,
80,000 beats.
That's funny. That's true.
95% they'll never press play again ever. They'll never look at it again. They'll never touch again. They never scaled it out. They never created a full beat with it. They just have.
They forgot they made it.
They made all of them. They have to go back and listen. Like, oh wow, shit, yeah. And it's as a writer, because that's really where my base of my artistry comes down to my writing.
Sure.
And my song structure.
Yeah.
As a writer, I have so many. Even yesterday, I'm driving, almost crashing my whip because I thought of a line. And I type in it. I have like, hurry up, we gotta get into notes. My notes app is just so many, just couples of lines or just some bars.
You have to do like that's how the energy works.
Yeah, but then that needs to build up into a thing that you actually finish. So many people and so many artists, they will make half a song, or they'll just write the chorus, and they say they have music, and you're not fully lying. You're not. I'll give it whatever, but you didn't. I'm talking about, let's just talk about rap, but this obviously a lot of this spans across all genres of music creation. But you need to write the song, record the song, mix the song, master the song, and then it's done.
Right.
And then release time.
Right.
Your song is not done
until
you've gone through the mastering. You're thinking of you already have the cover art chosen.
Yeah.
already uploaded to your distributor, that's when it's done. It is not done. Your song was never finished until it is uploaded into the distribution service with a cover art on it. And until it's that song was never done. Because what you're going to do as an artist, if you never release and never finish it, because until you release it, it's not finished.
That's what I'm saying.
What you're going to do is, in your mind, you're going to be like, I could tweak it a little bit more. I could do this. Blah, blah. No, fuck it. Get it out. Take what you learn from that, what you feel like needs to be tweaked, and turn that into make that with a different song. Implement that into a different part of your art. Same thing with my music videos. That's the one thing where like I really have talked my shit about, because that I truly do feel comfortable with saying I think I'm second to none.
Yeah.
Where I think I've released more music videos than any artist, period. Not rapper. I think I've released more music videos than any artist in Pittsburgh, and
I mean,
and directed all of them, and even filmed in some of them, and acted.
Your visual catalog alone.
My visual catalog, I do feel like is unmatched. Truly,
it's expansive, man.
And with that, we're not done. We got soon, and I'm not done with it, and I want to. I was watching a video of a location in which we're gonna be shooting one of these scenes, and it looks.
Is it dumb? I mean, slide, man.
Yeah, great. And it's just, again, it's not done. I'm gonna reiterate this. Like this is seriously so damn important. Your art's not done until you release it. Your art's not done until you release it. So your child can't be your child until you let it leave the house. Like if your child really itself until you let it go out and be itself and do its own thing and experience life and have people judge it, have people experience it, allow it to teach other people things.
Wow.
It's the same thing. So if you just keep your child in a cage in your house, it's the same thing.
Becomes feral. And then it's biting your neck, and now you gotta.
That's how rabies started.
Yeah, exactly.
Like seriously, your song, your painting, your any art that you're creating is not done until it's released.
Facts.
And be comfortable with it being done. You have to be comfortable with it being done.
And bro, just even to even
if it has its flaws, you're not done as a human. You're not done. You're never gonna be done as a human and complete. And so release it and again learn from what you.
There's this quote that Rick Rubin, who I think just has very poignant, just quotes. He said that you should almost, and I know this is almost the antithesis of being an artist, but you should release it with the expectation that no one's gonna see it.
Yeah,
literally. But and just bro, so just be comfortable with whatever you release. Just sitting and people discovering it over time. As opposed to just immediately, oh my gosh, where's this been all my life? Put him on.
Exactly. I had you. Please get rid of that expectation of things.
Yeah, absolutely.
Again, I have a song that's at 1.3 million just on Spotify alone, and then I just released a project earlier last month or mid last month. Most of the songs on Spotify, I think they're at 100 listens right now. I haven't really talked about the project, and I haven't, and I don't give a fuck.
No, bro,
it doesn't change the project,
bro. I stand by this,
and it's timeless, so it can blow up, and I'm gonna be promoting it eventually,
bro.
And you're gonna be seeing.
I think, and I stand by this, bro. Trouble is definitely that's your first class of doing that. People are gonna go back and be like, all right, nah, he was on some shit with this. You know what I mean? Menace, bro. That's an instant classic, bro. Instant classic. That is a front to back. People are going to go back and be like, yo, nah, this is an unskippable album. It is. It really is, bro. It's an unskippable, that's an instant classic joint. When you released it, bro, people weren't like, yo, Menace, you know what I mean? And it's even with that being said, it's some songs that are, that they're on there already that are doing their thing, you know what I mean? So, bro, over time, that's just going to, just feed itself. So,
the one that highest hit past 30-something thousand.
Okay, word.
Which I mean, again, it's funny because now my bar is so high where it's that's nothing to me.
Right.
Whenever I went 3 years where if my song was at 1,000, I was like, it's doing something.
Yeah.
It's doing something. Even if it was out for a whole year and it hit to 1,000, I'm like, and there was some people hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now it gets a 30,000. I'm like,
Jesus. Okay. Yeah. More people having. Oh my God.
Yeah. Like okay. I'm just like, it still isn't recognized.
Sure.
That's the way. Like now it's not like but it's just like, oh, it's still not recognized.
Right.
Like, oh, like it still hasn't caught on, and it's fine because again, I haven't done anything
saying, bro, and it's like
to promote it.
Like you are far from done as like reaching your final stage as an artist. You know what I mean? So
well, and I think that is a true artist. Is that you're never going to be done. Now I'm never going to be done. And that's another reason why I'm not so harped on and so pressed on just pushing my old shit constantly. Mm-hmm. It's just because
it's going to be what it's going to be.
It's going to be what it's going to be, and I can promote it at any point in time in my life because I make a lot of my music to be timeless.
That's fair.
So it's like, and I'm working on my next art. I'm constantly just working on my next art.
That's what I'm saying.
Right now, it's just right now I just don't know what that next thing is, but I'm working towards it. Again, I'm always writing. I'm always thinking of lines. Always thinking of melodies. I'm gonna be picking up piano here very soon, and so I always move in a direction, but I don't like latch on an idea like all the time. It comes, and then I see that one, and I grab it, and I'm like, okay, all right, here's the idea.
Yeah, no, yeah, facts. Yeah, right. You down real shit. Like some deadliest cat.
Yeah, real shit. Yeah, that shit will drag the boat.
That's that.
It
works though, man. And like sometimes you gotta write notes while you're driving, bro. Like, cause that's when that shit comes to you, bro. You know, like that's just. And bro, again, it just comes back to like you just gotta be okay with your art sitting and growing with you. Your art is always gonna grow with you, and you're never truly done growing. Therefore, your art is never going to be truly done.
If you truly are an artist, you could be someone who like art is a hobby or art is a way. I think the correct way is art is a way to express yourself.
Sure.
Where that's not what it. By default, it is that for me, but
medium as well, though.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's just what I do. It's just who I am. I create art,
right? Yeah,
and I learn about shit after I release it.
Yeah,
sometimes I'll have for instance, like the perfect and Still Love music video. I didn't really grasp what I needed to learn about me. Until you and I came around. Now I'm looking back, I'm like, God damn. Did I handle that wrong?
Yeah, right.
Like, I really did just handle that with alcohol and anger.
Should not have done that.
Should not have done that. It was not a great move.
Move out there wasn't the one.
You know, and I'm talking about my life, not the music video or the song. I'm talking about because I talk about my real life.
Well, yeah.
So
shit that matters.
Did that matter?
Right.
You know, so trust me, at the time, writing that song didn't help me or help me get something out. That's just what my life was at the time, and I wrote my life.
Yeah.
I released it. Years later, I went back and went, oh. And it helped me years later. It didn't help me at the time.
Sure.
Years later, then it allowed me to look back and go, okay, now I can grasp the lessons that I was trying to teach myself. Through that, and then to see how I handled that opposed to how I handle you and I.
Yeah,
it's like, okay, word, I'm growing. It helps me to know I'm growing as an individual. So I hope the next time, well, hopefully I don't ever have a breakup again.
Yeah, right.
No, but if that were to ever come around, then that music video looks just like
crazy. Yeah, it's like peacefully, like yeah, right.
Roses, you know, just. All love,
right.
I'm on my next love.
Yeah,
I know it, you know.
Real shit.
So it's just again, reiterate it again because we just opened up a fan.
Yeah, no, I agree, man.
You aren't an artist until you're creating art for the purpose of release.
Purpose of release, man.
And your art is not done until it is. Released.
Absolutely, man. Like
I hope that helps somebody. I hope that helps somebody because I
hope it deters
a lot of you.
I hope that helps a lot of you.
I hope it deters more.
Yeah, right.
I hope
like I don't want to see no more IG stories. Yo, coming soon. Yo, just put it the fuck out, bro. Just put it out. Just put it out, man. And that's it. You know, just put that shit out.
I mean, somebody was like, "Yeah, but you didn't build up that one release of." I'm like, "It's released. Like, it's released out.
Like,
the actual thing is out."
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
would you rather the build up or the actual thing
type shit? Like,
how many times can I watch a movie trailer?
Yeah, like, bro. Like, I just want to see this shit.
I just want to see
shit.
If I just want to see it, I just want to see it.
You can drop in trailers with no movie. That's nuts. Like, bro, like imagine a flash drop. It's like they just dropped the flasher, and that movie just wasn't like it wasn't done. Like we just didn't. It's like damn, like yeesh. Okay, and that damn near makes you look worse in a sense. Like if you're just teasing something that never comes out. Like all right, guess we'll wait until 2089 or.
And worry about the numbers and don't worry about the numbers.
Facts. Yeah.
Worry about the numbers long term.
Yeah,
like,
it's kind of contradictory, but it's just like.
I don't. Yeah, it's about.
Because like obviously you don't want 0 people to see it, but it's just like don't expect 1 million people to see it. You know,
overnight. Yeah, in a year,
exactly. Right.
In 2 years, in 3, but eventually, I say with at least one thing just to prove that you can do it. Like I did that for Drunk. Like I pushed at a certain point. I pushed Drunk,
sure,
so that it would get to where it was at.
Sure,
you know, it really wasn't even that crazy of a push. I just had a very good clip like that I knew if I could just post it a few times, that it would get there. So it's like, do it so you know you can, but then at the end of the day, it's you have to be more worried about what's next. You have to be more worried about what's next.
Facts.
So if you're not worried about that, then you're just no longer. And some people, they may have been an artist in the past and just aren't no more. And now it's just a hobby or again, I don't even like saying it as a hobby.
Yeah.
It's just a way to express yourself.
You're right. It's like an outlet that they use, like, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're gonna sit with that. That's cool.
Yeah.
That's just not outlet for you. It's
yeah.
This is my life.
Fact.
This is my thing. This is what I wake up and think about every day.
Yeah.
And on top of the other fucking things I got, which is all again just pieces of me. But this is just my life.
Fact.
This is just my life. And I'm not claiming I'm some crazy level that making it out of Pittsburgh tomorrow.
Yeah, right.
That's not what I just have accomplished a lot. I have accomplished a lot. You know, the numbers show it. A lot of my productivity has shown it. I've accomplished a lot, and I'm happy with that. And then this is just my life. And guess what? I'm working on the next thing.
Sure.
That will be coming out. Except for these videos you guys are going to be seeing.
Yeah.
No,
it's going to be down. It's a bit shape in there. It's going to be a bit shape.
Let me see where we're at.
Yeah.
Time-wise, real quick here. Feel like it hasn't. It's been 3 hours. The time.
What's the time?
Oh, well, we're wrapping up. Crazy.
Fuck out of here.
Yeah. I mean, we're at 57. Yeah, it's crazy.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, right?
It's crazy. Okay.
Fuck, how do I wrap this up? I guess I am the host of this thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, we're just super excited for Japan.
Man.
We're super excited. I'm
super grateful for 91 now episodes. I mean, goddamn, man.
I appreciate your perspective of everything today.
Oh, for sure. No,
likewise, people.
Absolutely.
I think it opened up a great conversation.
Absolutely.
That hopefully can either again build people or deter people. You know, but it creates a real line.
Absolutely.
You know, and something that people can, something tangible that people can listen and go, okay, that makes sense. You know, we can hold on to that
and that's
actually utilize it.
Again, we're not trying to put no one down. Everyone do your thing. You know what I mean?
In life.
That's what I'm saying. But it's just be authentic to yourself. Be authentic. Like, again, this is like if you're choosing to be a rapper, choosing to be an artist, like this is not some like fleeting thing that like you can post on IG and like, oh, like he seems cool. Like this is a life. This is a lifestyle that people have sacrificed a lot for. Respect that. Find that within yourself, you know, humble yourself, and, you know, let's get to the bullshit. Let's go, you know?
Absolutely. I mean, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, motherfucking episode 91
Let's go.
of the Masters in Creation podcast. I am Michael Harrell, the Master in Creation.
Talk.
We got the Tobi King. Peace out.
Peace.